Will Bitcoin hit 20,000? Stay tuned. With recent hypes in the crypto industry, we see Bitcoin rising, and right now currently trading at what was it last time you checked there, Jason?
Close enough to 18,000 US. Bitcoin almost touching 18K. Jason, you've got a background in crypto. We've got a few questions.
Yeah, Bitcoin's finally reaching 18K, which we expected. I know Jason's got a really good background, and I have a few questions for him today. So let's just get started with, when did you hear about Bitcoin?
Yeah, I mean, look, like everyone, heard about Bitcoin before they ever bought some. Heard about Bitcoin in 2012, 2013, just simply gaming. You saw it there first. Obviously, a lot of people, it's either gaming or drugs. So that's kind of the beginnings of Bitcoin. And then, just to go over my background, I did my own ICO, raised a bunch of money. We were doing trading signals at the time, so pretty on topic. And this is just before the hype, and then kind of got pushed into the consulting marketing world there. Helped well over 200 companies, even helped in some IEOs, working on some of the Binance projects there. And here we go.
Yeah, no, I was actually looking at the Bitcoin price not too, probably a month ago. It was probably down
13K.
Yeah, 13K. So it's been moving. It's a hot topic, and I know you've got that background. What do you expect, the recent moves and all that stuff with Bitcoin right now?
Well, it's funny. Anyone who bought way too late in 2017, you're probably in the green. So, 3 years later, you've made money.
If you held that long, of course.
Yeah. So, you're finally going to see kind of everybody who owns Bitcoin at least is profitable.
Yeah.
So that's good. Obviously some things fueling this kind of run. Yeah, the Silk Road, a lot of those kind of legal issues finally settled.
Well, for the viewers that don't know what Silk Road is, maybe you want to just go expand on that.
Yeah, the Silk Road was really the first use case of Bitcoin. People could buy drugs, guns, you name it. Basically, the black market for everything. And it used Bitcoin primarily. You could buy a ton of things. Some of the photos I'm sure we could show are pretty wild. But at the time, it was you spend 500 Bitcoin or 50 Bitcoin for a gram of pot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how long ago this was, and so that website got shut down. The FBI confiscated a lot of things, and they announced that they're confiscating 68,000 or 69,000 Bitcoin, about $1 billion worth. So that got taken out of the supply, which sucks for those people, but great if you have Bitcoin. Everything's about supply and demand. Supply decreases, of course, you see that kind of skyrocket. Top of that, I mean,
why were they using Bitcoin on those markets? Because for people that wouldn't know the use case of it, it's not traceable, right?
Well, at the time, it was, a lot of people said, oh, it's not traceable. Of course, we come to find out that it is even more traceable than cash.
Expected, yeah.
But, of course, we'll talk about altcoins a little bit later here and what we would kind of expect there. But, yeah, a lot of people thought it was just an easier way to transact.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, since Bitcoin is the hot topic and predictions are getting tossed left, right, and center for the past 3-5 years, what do you think Bitcoin in, let's say, a year time from now? And then if you want to expand on your prediction from there, go ahead.
Well, I'll say, look, it looks like we're going to have a good Christmas. I would be surprised just on the momentum that we've seen in the past couple of weeks if we don't see Bitcoin hit 20K by Christmas. You'll probably see it even get closer to 25 if I had to guess. So that would kind of be, my 2021 prediction. I won't go too crazy. I'll say you're probably seeing somewhere between 20 and 25K Bitcoin, as long as, of course, the world doesn't collapse. But, we've seen vaccines, all sorts of stuff that we'll probably see Bitcoin close to 20K. Probably.
Yeah, no, like I was telling you earlier, like the Google Trends when I was looking at Bitcoin right now, the peak year was 2017, right? So compared to the stats from then to now, right now it's not getting searched as much as it used to be. So there's still, I feel like
for the people watching this, right? I'm sure if you remember 2017, you're searching about Bitcoin now. In 2017, my barber was telling me about Bitcoin. I had Uber drivers mentioning Bitcoin to me.
It was the front page of a lot of newspapers too.
It was everywhere, and right now you're sitting at somewhere around 10% of that hype is now. So a good way to grow, of course. If you pass Bitcoin hits an all-time high, you'll probably see a good run there. But keeping in mind, when do people take profits? 13K to 18 is a lot. You might see people move around, but the markets are booming.
Exactly, and you never know when the dump is going to happen, if it does happen. But always be aware, always take profits, especially, you got to agree with me, take profits when it's going up, and make sure, you lock in some profits.
Well, here's the question a lot of people ask is, what altcoins? So should I buy Ethereum? When should I buy Ethereum? Is it better to be in Bitcoin or Ethereum? Just simply talking about trends, and of course, it could not follow this, but Bitcoin always moves first. Of course, a lot of things move with Bitcoin, but usually what you see is Bitcoin moves, so people take money out of alts and move into Bitcoin. So Bitcoin will go up and then distribute to the rest.
Similar like in the gold market, right? Gold goes up, eventually the gold miners will start moving towards that also.
So right now, look, Bitcoin, as much as people say, oh, it's a crazy market cap, look at all these DeFi coins, or look at this, look at that. Honestly, you've got to be banking on Bitcoin right now. Of course, Ethereum looks great, so do some altcoins. But I would say that's when you see the trend slow down a tiny bit is when I would start to think about getting into Ethereum or other things. Bitcoin is the brand for crypto. Bitcoin will move first. Bitcoin's the safer bet.
Just speaking on altcoins, do you expect another craze like it used to be in 2017 with all the altcoins? Some of them jumping thousands of percents in
So this is a part that I would be very careful for, and I'll touch on it just from a consulting standpoint. There's only one exchange that is real in crypto, and that's Binance. If you're looking at altcoins that aren't trading on Binance, I would stay away. And just simply talking, not because there's scams, but simply talking because there's big difficulties for a small coin to get onto Binance. We're talking,
especially now,
talking $500,000 plus. You're talking a ton of VC backing, DD, and all that work.
They got to get a good management team behind that with connections for sure.
You're seeing coins just go from their their incubator program to Binance, not from other exchanges to Binance. So that's the thing I would touch on. You're not going to see Potcoin go up 100x like you did in 2017. I think the days of the altcoin ICO craze where everything's going up, oh, this could be worth tens of billions of dollars, those days are gone. But Bitcoin's looking good.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. So that's literally answers all my questions about the crypto industry. But where do you want to go here?
Yeah, look, if you guys have questions, there's a lot to touch on. I could talk about crypto for hours and hours. I did consulting, anti-money laundering with Deloitte, so I could tell a ton of things. Make sure you drop that below if there's any questions. If you've got a specific coin, there's a good chance I've heard about them, and I can respond with my insight.
Perfect. Yeah, just what Jason said, and make sure to even just share our videos a little bit. The more subscribers we have, the more videos we can do, and just building the audience from there, guys. Thanks.
Perfect.